Hi Pisces, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. Welcome to your decision reading. This reading runs roughly from mid-July through to mid-August. So we're going to be looking at two paths here as you make your choices. So I'd like you to take a moment and clarify for yourself which of your two options is going to be represented by path 1 and which will be represented by path 2. And once you're ready, we can begin. So we'll start off by talking about the messages that have come in for you. So for path 1, I'm hearing over the rainbow. So this might be something that you've been hoping for, and now it's finally beginning to feel a little more real to you, a little less like a dream. I see you merging and blending at least two things into a complete whole, and these two things complement each other very well. It's like they belong together. For path 2, the energy of this path, it's so old. It's like it's ancient. It's weather worn. It's seen many seasons, survived many trials, and it's still standing. I'm getting like this ancestral vibe. This energy may actually carry back through many generations of your family. There's a lot of pride and tradition here. And sometimes we actually do carry on old energetic ties that have gone on for many generations, and we are called to actually clear energy and clear karma that still lingers. So that might actually be the case with this path here for path 2. So let's see here. This is for Pisces. A choice to be made. What does Pisces need to know about their decision? We're looking at path 1 and path 2. What does Pisces need to know about path 1? We'll take a look at that, but we will put it back in. So we've got transformation. So this is pretty big. This is a major transformation. This is the Death card. So something ending, something new beginning on a grand scale. And I'm sure you can feel the intensity of it. What does Pisces need to know about path 1 and path 2? The cards are jumpy. Yeah, so the time is right for that. You've got the World here, the completion card. So it's time to make your move. It's time to carry forward. Something is coming to a close, but whenever something comes to a close, there's always a new beginning, a new opportunity that comes in. What does Pisces need to know about path 1 and path 2? Oh, the cards are very jumpy. They're not going to let me finish shuffling today, apparently. This is nice. You're being blessed with guidance from Spirit to help you flow with the changes. That's lovely. Let's see if we can finish up shuffling. What does Pisces need to know? Path 1 and path 2. A decision to be made mid-July through mid-August. Okay. Overall energy for path 1, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Two things to consider. We've got the Two of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. If you should choose to go down this path, where it may lead you. We have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Sun. Wow, we have a lot of sword energy here, but the Sun helps to ease the edge of that. So that's nice that you'll be having that. I'm just going to shift these cards over a little bit so you can see better. Okay. Overall energy for path 2, we have the Five of Swords, comparison. Two things to consider: Page of Pentacles, slowing down, and the Three of Wands, experiencing where this path could lead you. Five of Pentacles, the outsider, with the Queen of Wands, sharing. Okay, let's start off with path one. This looks like a very promising path for you. There's a lot of abundance here. This is a very open energy. This is, being open to experience, being open to all the gifts that are available to you. Because I was seeing a rainbow for you, and there are actually a lot of rainbow colors in this card. I don't know if you can see her bracelets, her bangles, but they are actually, the rainbow progression of the colors going up there. So this is you being able to bring about your dreams through the efforts of your own two hands. So you're going to be doing something tangible, like some tangible work that's going to help bring this about. So this is not thinking about it anymore, although we do have a lot of thoughts going on, but this is something that you are actually doing. Now, you will likely find that you are wrestling and feeling stuck with this path. You may feel like you have a roadblock in front of you, and no matter how hard you push, you can't seem to get through it. You will eventually, but there's a bit of a struggle here. So we have the Two of Swords, which is very much in the mind. This is bouncing back and forth between wanting to do this, wanting to do that, and back and forth you go, like a pinball machine. As soon as you make up your mind to go with this path, off you go, and you want to go with that path. So you're going to be wrestling with that. Just be aware. This is your own personal fight. This is not a fight with someone else. This is your own personal fight. You're wrestling with your own thoughts, with your own mind, which is very difficult. But I do see a lot of bouncing back and forth. Should I do this? Yes, I'm going to do this. Nope, I'm going to do that. And then again. So, if you can, this is a very meditative card. Take a step back. Take a seat. Meditate on it. Kind of like release your hold on it. Hold up your hands in the air rather than clenching them and holding them tight, like in this card here. When we release and allow, we're able to accept the flow of life. Now, we had two cards come out while we were shuffling that indicated that. So we had divine guidance coming in to help you, but also the need to allow it to come in and flow. So we have to be open to the flow of guidance coming in to help you. Where this path could lead you, once you get past this roadblock here, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Sun. Initially, you may feel a little bit of restriction. And this can be lingering energy. This can be lingering doubts, not being quite sure with the choice that you have made. You may feel like your hands have been tied, and that you're not free to express yourself the way that you wish to. However, with all of this, and as an outcome, we have the sun shining over it all. This is beautiful. So any struggles that you are going through are going to be turned down. It's kind of like with a volume button. We're turning it way down. It's a lot easier to handle. Any triumphs are amplified by the sun. This is a beautiful blessing coming in. And ultimately, I see you feeling very good. And it's kind of like there is going to be darkness and turmoil for a time, but then the sun is going to come out and begin shining. For path 2, we have the 5 of Swords. Both of these cards are speaking about the choice that you have. I mean, it's only natural. We're doing a decision reading. This is again bouncing between 2 different things. They're very different. This is the one that's so old. It's ancient. I was actually seeing this very, very old tree that had been there for thousands and thousands of years, versus this new hopeful young thing, which I think is more so the path 1 for you. So again, it's bouncing back and forth. It's trying to draw a comparison between the 2, which is very difficult because they're so different. So different. 2 things to consider here with path 2. It is not going to come quickly, and it's not going to come easily. There's patience and persistence required, and there's also a lot of hard work. It's not going to fall into your lap. But ultimately, when we work very hard for something, we feel that much more accomplished. We feel very rewarded by the efforts that we've put in. As old as this thing may seem, I feel that for you, it's actually new. So it's old in the sense that, like, as I was saying, it's like it's this ancestral energy that you are dealing with and that is coming up through your life at this time. So for you right now, this feels new. You may actually, it may take you aback. You may kind of stop in your tracks before you accept it and decide to carry forward and really experience what it has to offer. Where this could lead you. For both of these paths, we have it's so interesting because we have 2 cards for both paths. If we see, there are bars and restrictions in this card where we are not free and our hands are tied and we're not happy about it. Same thing, bars and restrictions. We feel the difference. Okay, this you're trapped on the inside and you can't get out. This you're trapped on the outside and you can't get in. So it may seem like you can't win here, but you do have supporting energies that are very beneficial. This is a trial that it looks like you are going to go through. No matter which path you choose, there is going to be a feeling of being trapped and restricted. That's just the way that it is. But you have the sun shining ultimately, and you have this beautiful Queen of Wands here, who is probably going to be a person who opens up the door for you and welcomes you in. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be someone new coming in that you don't know yet, and who is going to be very welcoming to you, very much a hospitable person. So they're providing you with guidance, they're providing you with light. And I often think it's so ironic that these 2 paths are so, like, the outcome is so similar. Because I look at this card and it always reminds me of the sun because of the candle and also because of the sunflowers in the background. And I know there are some decks where the sun card has sunflowers on it. So, especially like the traditional Rider-Waite. So it's just a strange mirrored outcome no matter which one you go with. You ultimately are going to experience a very warm, welcoming energy once you get down into this path. So I'm going to pull an additional card of guidance for both of these paths just to clarify. What else does Pisces need to know about path 1? Additional messages and guidance for Pisces regarding path 1. Balance. Yes. The nature of this card is that of extreme. It is bouncing from one extreme to the other, and there is no middle ground. It's like you're either here or you're there, and it's very quick, back and forth, back and forth. The advice here is to try to hold space in the middle ground. Try to hold yourself where you're able to consider both of your options at the same time with equality and fairness. This is not easily done. Many of us struggle with being like a pendulum where we swing from one extreme to the next, back and forth again. It's very difficult to hold still in the middle, but that is what is being asked of you, and that is what's going to help you come to your decision more clearly. Additional guidance for path 2 for Pisces. It's this one, coming out quite readily. Release. Not too often that I get this card come out. Release. This is nice on a couple levels. Release from what is holding you back. Release from what is blocking you and barring your way forward. You're getting a release on either end. This is also asking you, again, and this message came up with path 1. So for both paths, they have an uncanny similarity to them. Both paths, you are being guided to release. It's very hard to let go of control. But even if you can manage to ever so slightly to take a step back and open up your hands and allow things to flow, I think you'll find that the choice comes to you much more easily. And with that, I think we will conclude the reading, Pisces. So I can't make the choice for you. It's going to be different for everyone. My hope is that some of the messages that have come up here have been helpful, have resonated, and have allowed you to look at your options in a different way, in a new way that brings some new light and clarity to your decision. So thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Feel free to comment. Don't be shy. I love to hear how you resonated with the reading, your thoughts on it. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can email me at cardinalsignstarot@gmail.com, and there's also more information on that in the description box below. So thank you once again for watching, Pisces. Good luck with your decision. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon.